Hello and welcome to this roasting edition, sweltering hot edition of the Edfest. We are at Edfest in Knebworth. We're boiling hot, and Andy, we're ready for a sleep. Then we're going to go and see Maiden.
Really roasting today. I mean, fantastic conditions in some ways, but we're at Eddie's Dive Bar, which our cameraman, special
Swing
cameraman
round
Cat,
camera.
will just swing over to there.
There you go.
Just having a tipple or two, soaking up the atmosphere. Airborne are just after finishing, so we have the Who coming on next.
Yeah, in the darkness.
And the darkness, which we will be, that's when we'll be making our way down the stage before darkness comes up. So we're going to check out the darkness. Definitely, we're big fans.
Yep.
Looking forward to Justin and the boys rocking it. And then, of course, it's the main event.
The main event. So we have a fair idea what the set list is going to be. We're going to check in with you later after. We're going to put together a wee bit of footage now of all the things that we've seen, and on this wonderful day of metal and Maiden.
Yep. Lots of fun experience, sang so well. We'll chat about that.
a post-gig fucking episode of
Yeah, Edfest.
We are fucked. We are fucked. Oh my god, what a gig. What a show, Andy. What a show. Just, what a day. 1 million Maiden fans all having the life.
Listen to that.
Maiden! Listen to that, man. Unreal. Absolutely brilliant.
And a superb performance.
Performance from Maiden, incendiary again. Space-time, Large Hadron Collider, David Murray's fingers. On fucking removal of face. I can hardly speak.
A special mention, I think, for Edfest.
Adrian's,
guitar.
yep, Adrian's just
Especially
Leno.
Oh,
it was brilliant.
really heavy.
And we got Infinite Dreams, which was
Spectacular.
absolutely spectacular.
Spectacular.
Bruce's voice was a bit dodgy towards the end, but we didn't notice it. So we didn't.
He handled it like an absolute pro.
Yeah, absolutely
He
amazing.
handled it.
And what about the darkness? We have to give special mention to the darkness. Brilliant.
A partisan crowd, and they really.
Yeah, I didn't think the crowd were that into it at the beginning, but my God, what a performance. Unreal.
Brilliant.
Set everything up absolutely perfectly.
Justin Hawkins was just on fire.
You know the drill, you know the set list, you know that this was filmed, which is going to be brilliant. It's going to be out in the DVD, hopefully soon, hopefully
Yes.
Christmas. And they said they'll be back. They're going to take a year off.
They will be back.
They'll be back. So all
the
good.
encore from this show will be tagged on to the Paris show, so that's what you'll get from Knebworth. Can't wait to see it.
So we don't need to talk about the track list. You know all about it. We usually go through every song. We're just going to enjoy trying to get out of this absolute maelstrom of Maiden.
Yes.
So
Wish us luck.
wish us luck,
And
and
we'll do a proper episode soon.
we'll see you soon. Woohoo!
Hello, and welcome to this little bonus episode of
The Ed Factor. The Ed Factor.
this evening. We are going to give our reflections
Yep.
on the Edfest event at Knebworth.
It's been 48 hours.
48 hours
Yep.
afterwards, and yeah, we did a little post or whatever after the gig and recorded our thoughts. But it's always good to just give it a couple of days.
Yeah, let it ruminate.
Yeah, exactly. So we thought we'd share with you our thoughts on Edfest.
Yep.
And I'd like to start by saying this was a slightly different event for Maiden. And yeah, this was different. It's the end of the European run of the Run for Your Lives tour.
Yeah.
And for me and Chris, rather uniquely for us,
Yeah.
we were at the very first show in
Yeah.
Budapest where this tour kicked off
That's right.
over a year ago.
Yeah.
And here we are, fast forward 14 months or whatever it is to the very last show of this run of the tour.
Yeah.
So perhaps, I mean, I'm sure there's some of you listening out there that were at both of those shows as well, but interesting to be at the bookends of this tour.
That's a very good point, man. Yeah.
And compare notes. I was also at the London Stadium tour, or London Stadium show last June as well, which I suppose is the other homecoming gig, and was a special one as well. So yeah, so Edfest.
Well,
go ahead, Chris.
right. We had problems getting there and getting out. It's all over the internet. They need to sort that shit out. But it's been happening for many, many years. So
At
that's
Knebworth, yeah.
it's a first world problem, guys. But let's concentrate on the show. That's what I'm going to say, and the experience. And I'm going to go over to you. I'm going to let you talk because
Okay.
Andy has been very fortunate to be at a couple of really major gigs this past few weeks.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be good for you to give your thoughts on that and compare and contrast.
Yep. Okay.
All right, we'll do that.
Okay.
Go for that. I think
Yeah,
that's.
yeah.
I think it's just an interesting point.
Yeah. So I was at the Metallica show in the Principality Stadium in Cardiff there, just a few weeks before, and been a wee while since I've seen Metallica, but what really struck me, and I was saying to Chris after, was the whole fan experience. I thought was excellent. I thought Metallica were really not just on it from a gig perspective and musically, but just the whole experience. The had a pop-up store, and they're doing this in every city they go to. Basically, they rent out a warehouse or a retail unit somewhere, and it's like a Metallica mega store, and they had album covers, like live action album covers that you could stand in and get your photograph taken off. So like a Master of Puppets backdrop with actual crosses on a soldier's helmet hanging on one of them, and dog tags, and like fake grassy stuff. So you could just go and stand in it and get your photograph taken. I believe in some they had a electric chair for Ride the Lightning.
Oh, cool. Right.
And all, but they probably rotate these things. I'd say they have several of them going to traveling in different cities. So the one I was at had a Kill 'Em All thing and a Master of Puppets thing. I just thought the whole thing was really, really slick. And to have a store that was open the day before the show, the day off the show, and the day after the show was pretty epic. Now, the day off the show, we dandered down, and the queue was about 2.5 hours to get into the store. No, I wasn't going to do that.
No.
So I went to the gig, staying in a hotel, about a 10-minute walk, if that, 7-minute walk or something from the stadium. There are plenty of merch things at the venue, with big queues as well. But I thought, I'll go tomorrow. I'll go the next day. My flight wasn't until later in the day, so that's what I did.
Yeah.
I went down the next morning and had about a 25-minute queue, and I was in, and it was massive. And they had loads of cool stuff, from t-shirts, event t-shirts, like Maiden have, unique to the city that you're in. But they also had stuff like pricey for like hardback coffee table books and all this kind of, couple of £100 worth. And
you're not going to be bringing that to the gig.
No. Yeah, I'm trying to think what other stuff they had. Quite a range of products, battle jackets, guitar picks, all this. Anyway, the point being, not to harp on about Metallica, this is a Maiden thing, but I just thought that, and at the stadium, the food, you get a Black Album burger, all this kind of stuff. It seemed to me that they were in control of the food as well, and told all this to Chris and went, Maiden are, Edfest, it's their own festival. I think they're going to need to step up a wee bit, and was looking forward to and intrigued to see what the fan experience would be, given that this was not just a show, but a festival, and the Infinite Dreams book tie-in and the museum and all that. Yeah. So, So how was that as an experience, I suppose, is the question.
A few minutes ago, you probably watched this, I did a few wee shots of what we saw at the fest, at the museum part. I put those in, Andy. So, that was it. Okay, so it was good. It looked good.
It was good. It was cool. Yeah, I thought it was cool.
It was cool. It was cool to see those things. Yeah. Now, I just got the feeling. I just got the feeling that the whole day, if it was, you can't control certain things, right? You can't control the weather. Number one, we're complaining. I'm complaining that it was roasting, right? I can't even talk about that. You know what I mean? Like what I want it to be 20 and I want it to be overcast. That's what I want in the gig. That's never going to happen. You know what I mean? Like myself. No. But I thought the whole day, to be honest, the gig was amazing. They played incredibly well. The fan experience, I thought personally, left me a little bit disappointed. A little bit disappointed. I don't know how you feel about that. You've something to compare it to.
I have something to compare it to.
I was kind of a bit disappointed.
I thought it was great to see the Eddies.
Yeah.
That was really cool. But some of it did have a little bit of we'll stick some stuff in a box and and that
there was no possibly no master thought in how that would look, how getting around it would look, because I think we were around it in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I wanted to see and I wanted to look at everything. It would have been great to have time. The heat was one thing, the crowds were another. We were in relatively early, about 2:00 or 2:30 we were there. by the time we get through the traffic. And you know, even when you can see the videos, you can't see anything. I can hardly see anything because the light was shining off the bloody thing. So turn it 90 degrees, Maiden, you'd have seen it all right. But you know, it's one of those things. It's a gripe. It's a first world problem. That's the first thing, definitely.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Cool to see, but yeah, I could it have been presented in a slicker way? I don't know. That I think this is maybe where we get into, for me, the choice of Knebworth as a venue.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the fairground thing was a bit odd.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Didn't really get why that was there. Was it there to fill up space? Was it there to just give people something to do? I don't know. I was a bit underwhelmed by the dive bar this time.
Were you?
Yeah, because the Eddie's dive bar, I'm not comparing that to Metallica. I'm comparing that to
London.
Their London show
We didn't go to the
last
one at
June.
Budapest or whatever.
No,
Maybe there wasn't one. I don't know.
No, what was there or what was there not? I can't
remember.
I can't remember.
But
But the one at the London Stadium was excellent. I mean, they had other musicians playing covers and stuff like that. Like it was, and they had video screens with Death on the Road playing and Rock and Rio and all this kind of stuff. Pocketed around different spots.
I actually thought the bar was the best bit because it didn't take that long to get served.
Well, that is the con. Ultimately,
and the prices weren't that bad.
Weren't that crazy
for a drink, you know, really.
Ultimately, it's a bar.
Yeah.
And I suppose much like Metallica having their food and stuff, Maiden were on point. They had their own rum, the Mariner rum or whatever it is, you know. There and Trooper and stuff like that. So yeah, they're on it from that.
Yeah,
you have to give them marks and that. But I was expecting the dive bar was quite big in the London Stadium though. It felt bigger.
Right, okay.
But maybe this is where you're at a state of the art stadium.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
Versus
brand new and
being out in the field.
Designed to take 70,000, 80,000 people week in, week out.
Yeah,
I suppose.
And
once in a blue moon field.
Maybe that's what the difference was. They could maybe do more at London Stadium. There's quite a lot of space around there because that was a
Olympic park
for the Olympics. Yeah, so maybe that's the difference. Whereas you know you're literally putting a marquee tent up in a field and a couple of Eddie signs and you know that was it really. So
but I suppose we spent a good 10 minutes talking about that, right? Performance wise,
okay, so fan experience for me was okay. I thought it was pretty good, aside from the travel in and out was the thing that I think
which
maybe
we aren't ever going to talk about.
We'll not talk about it.
It was fucking
it was terrible. That was terrible. That's not really the band's fault, although I hope that they don't use Knebworth again. I know they've experimented with this as an Edfest. I wouldn't want them to do another Edfest in the same place because I thought it was terrible. I mean, it took us an hour or so to find a car and then 3 hours to get out of the place. And I'm sure you go online, you can see all that. So anyway, performance.
Let's get on a brass tacks.
The brass tacks.
So, couple of minutes on the performance. From you, go.
From me. So I thought it was a really good. I thought they were brilliant for the first half of the show, and then I thought, like 10 out of 10, stomping Maiden.
Yeah.
And the second half of the show, probably from Rhyme/Run to the Hills onwards, Bruce clearly had some vocal problems. Which he admitted to. I mean, he was singing Run to the Hills, and he went, Help me out, Knebworth. My voice is fucked.
Yeah, he did.
And it was clear. I thought he handled it like an absolute pro. He switched to singing harmonies, lower lines, so he wasn't hitting the big notes, and it still sounded great.
It did.
In he was pitch perfect and that kind of thing. No issue there. But he wasn't hitting the big. I mean, I thought he was quite inventive the way he handled Mariner. Actually,
because he hit the big one. I had put it on the video there. The big squeal in Infinite Dreams.
I mean, Infinite Dreams was a highlight for me.
Yeah, it was amazing
of the performance. I thought his
great.
vocal performance and the band right throughout sounded
they were
absolutely
superb.
top notch. So yeah, Bruce, I think at the end said he'd caught like a flu thing in Spain a week before and hadn't quite got rid of it, and it's obviously hit him. I have to say, I think maybe the air was really dry. There was lots of little grainy things flying
Pollen
around.
really bad. Yeah,
Our
it
eyes
was.
were watering.
Yeah, we had it like hay fever.
Yeah, it was terrible. And I googled that as well.
Yeah.
It's a thing in Knebworth.
Right.
So yeah, for me a really good, really great gig. But London Stadium was better.
Okay.
London Stadium was 9.8 or out
So-
of 10 kind of, or 10 out of 10 performance. This was just fell short of that, probably for that reason, because I could tell also that Bruce wasn't happy. You could kind of tell
yeah.
he was on top form, and then from Mariner onwards he wasn't as jovial with the crowd.
Yeah.
You could just tell it had taken the sheen off it. And for me, watching him, I also thought he's kind of caught between trying to really go for this and trying to save himself for the last 3 songs.
Yeah.
Because the last 3 songs
Going to
were
be
being
recorded.
filmed
That's right.
to be tacked on to the DVD for the Paris thing.
Yeah.
And a difficult one for him. Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Do you really go for it? And maybe
We've seen them a lot of times, so
yeah,
a lot of times. I think for the first people seeing them there for the first
they
time,
wouldn't have known.
they wouldn't.
No,
They would have blew the shite clean out of you. They'd have,
yeah.
they'd have loved it.
Yeah.
One thing, and I have never criticized Maiden before. This was going to have lots of surprises in it, and I think they've truly missed the trick.
As in, they said there would be a few.
They
surprises.
said there'd be a few surprises. So with obviously missing Friday, and we're absolutely gutted about that, seeing Blaze. If they were ever going to do something like that, it was then. They'll never do that again.
And never do that. And,
So-
and just to, sorry to interrupt,
Yeah.
Chris, but just to, I suppose, give a bit of context about that. We couldn't go on the Friday because, well, this gig was announced in September,
Yeah,
and we bought our tickets,
book the flights.
booked our flights. We're coming from Northern Ireland over that, so we got our transport and all sorted. Cost a lot of money, and fast forward 5-6 months later, they announced it. Oh, by the way, Blaze Bailey's going to play on the Friday.
You know
night.
we love Blaze in
Now,
this fucking podcast.
We love Blaze, and we were really annoyed
Yeah,
actually
it was
because we
cross.
thought that
Yeah.
that's
I honestly think
So
if we were
late.
there, if we had done
Yeah.
that, we would have been there 2 nights and would have stayed over.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think we wouldn't have had the travel problems,
yeah
and we would have had the time of our lives.
yeah.
And it's so fine margins. And again, first world problems, guys. There's a lot of shit going on in the world. We're talking about spending money and going to see a concert.
Yeah, exactly.
But we're fans of Maiden.
And a great
Die
concert
hard
that
fans
it
of Maiden.
was
It was a
as well,
great
but-
concert. But even fly a fucking Spitfire over the top of the fucking place whenever you're doing Aces High.
I think
Do you know
when
what I mean?
when you say there's going to be a few surprises, and
Something like that.
Literally,
Fireworks at the end.
yeah. I mean, literally, what was the surprise? Played Infinite Dreams.
Played one song. They played one
you know,
song differently
and-
from the gig that I seen 14 months ago.
That wasn't a surprise. I knew it. Our friend Cad was with us. There was the 3 of us went. It was a surprise to him.
Yeah.
He was like, "What? They're playing Infinite
Yeah.
Dreams." He couldn't
Yeah.
believe it. But you and I knew they were going to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of having it up. There's going to be surprises, and then
There's not.
what are you talking about? Yeah.
So,
Agree.
I don't have any more thoughts to say on this. Have you? Anything else?
No, it was absolutely great
Yeah.
show, and it sounds like we are probably nitpicking.
We are
Uh,
nitpicking. We're not probably nitpicking. We are.
We are
nitpicking. Yeah.
nitpicking. I mean, for me, great show. Was it as
Yeah.
good as London? No. Was it better than Budapest?
I'd say no, personally.
Maybe no, actually,
Yeah.
because Budapest was
Yeah.
really exciting because it was the first gig
With Simon Dawson, the first
with
gig
Simon
of this thing.
Dawson, and with
The
the video
first time
screens,
seeing it, yeah.
that spectacle,
Yeah.
and it was like, wow, that's so different. It's so different from
Yeah.
Maiden, who've been traditionalists with the backdrops and all. It was quite a brave move, I think, and probably unnecessary.
Yeah, it
move,
was,
to be honest. So yeah, strangely, we've seen them 3 times, or I've seen them 3 times.
Yeah.
You've seen them twice. Edfest is supposed to be a big thing. It was superb.
Do you regret going? No.
No, I don't
Not
regret
at
going at
all,
all. I
and
mean,
you
it
don't
was
know.
it was fabulous.
It was a great experience.
They crushed it. We met some guys there that were
I'd never seen him before.
never seen
Yeah,
Maiden
ever.
before.
Yeah.
Actually, they were kind of into. One of them was into dance music until about a year, 18 months ago, and he started listening to Maiden. He was, where's this been all my life? And he's just become like, all I listen to is Maiden, and this was his first gig, and he was like blowing away. And he was singing along he knew every word.
He did.
Every single song,
which was cool. Great to see a load of kids there as well.
Yeah,
so other thing, loads of kids, like wee kids, which is great. So as a family event, it was probably very good. I will, I've said all I'm going to say about it.
Yeah, I think what Chris wants to say is that he'd never go back to Knebworth as a
Never
venue.
in a fucking million years. If Led Zeppelin got back together and did a gig with Iron Maiden, Queen with Freddie Mercury, I might go back for that. No, I went at camp. Right, anyway.
Just
stop that shit.
Yeah, the walk from the car park.
So,
terrible.
We're going to cut this off now. We're going to end this.
Yeah.
But we had an idea. We had an idea on the plane on the way home. We were having a chat.
Yes, we were having a chat. So, what I was chatting about to Chris was I was telling him about the Metallica No Repeat thing.
Yeah.
And I know I mentioned Metallica a few times here, but it's because I saw them and I've seen them, and just thought they're really kind of pushing the boundaries. Their show was really spectacular, so different with the circular stage and all. And I think this no repeat idea that they have is they play a city 2 nights in a row, and they don't repeat a single song. So you get 2 different sets. So if you want to see them 2 nights in a row, you can, and you're guaranteed it'll be a completely different set. And I think that's such a novel.
It's a cool idea.
Really cool idea.
Yeah, it's a cool idea.
And it also means that even I saw them in Cardiff, they only did the 1 night there, but you also then don't know, well, what songs are they gonna do?
Yeah,
it's like a mixture of the 2 sets type thing. So it just keeps it really quite fresh, and it's also they're really challenging themselves. It's a hell of a lot of material to learn and know and stuff like that. So we thought, what if in an alternative universe, what if Maiden were to do a no repeat thing off this tour?
So the set list of what happened in Knebworth and all the gigs. So Andy and I are going to stop this night, and we're going to put on an alternative podcast, a second night, no repeat, if you will.
Yep.
Enjoy this part, watch this part, and then tune in for one of our shootout episodes where we will have. Nobody knows who's picked
I don't know what Chris has picked for his no repeat.
Because he did his in the plane while I had to sleep the bucket.
He doesn't know mine.
And I did mine this morning. So
so we'll do
tune in, and we're gonna go into an alternative dimension. We're gonna have Iron Metal. No, we're gonna have a no repeat second night showdown. So tell us what you thought if you were there. If you think we're moaning, sorry. But
let us know your thoughts.
If you were there, loads of people have been on social media about it. But it was great. It was a great experience, and this is it. This could be it for a couple of years. So, anyway, tune in,
and can I also just add, if you're outside of Europe, you live in the States or whatever, they're bringing this show over there next. I think they're in 6 weeks' time. I think they kick off in the America, and they'll be going. Is it North America and South America?
Not sure.
But if you haven't seen this show, it is amazing.
Yeah.
You
missed it the first time. Definitely go.
Definitely don't be thinking anything. We're saying, it is an amazing tour, and I'd add, having seen quite a lot of other bands as well, just on this run up, even at Edfest, when you see them in full flight like that, it reminded me that nothing rivals the intensity of an Iron Maiden show.
Absolutely not.
And even if I think the other shows were just slightly better, it still clobbers everyone else. Just to make that clear. All right.
Right.
Check out the No Repeat episode, and thank you for listening.
All the best.
Cheers, guys. Bye.